Hey, this is Steven from LegitTechTutorials, and I'm here to announce a new series that I'm working on. So, from my computer science experience and learning different languages, I've noticed that there's a correlation between almost all the computer programming languages are very similar in concepts. So I've noticed that I've been able to grasp multiple programming languages because I know these concepts. So unlike how I have it right now on LegitTechTutorials, where I'm just kind of throwing you a language and you kind of figure it out on along the way, I'm going to have a different style. So this one's going to be mainly theory. It's going to be generic. There's going to be references to programming languages, but you're not going to see any. I'm going to try to have as little reference to an individual programming language as possible. So, for example, we would be going over ideas as the theory of loops so that you could understand how loops work and how classes work, methods, and how to structure programs, how to think like a programmer, how game engines work, and visual programs work, so that you could. And I promise you that if you understand if you follow this tutorial, which if you just seen my channel, I would suggest going with this tutorial and then learning which programming language you want to learn, because this will help you pick up any programming language you want. It will allow you to understand it very quickly. So you already know the theory. By the time you go in, all you'll have to know is memorize the individual calls. For example, outputting something or scanning something in for the input-output, things like that. And the syntax and that kind of crap. Anyways, so that's going to be this new tutorial series. So I guess if I could explain it in more English terms, it would be like teaching you the structure of an English language, right? So, for example, if you knew the structure of language, the structure of a sentence or a paragraph or whatever like that, you would be able to later on learn English and learn Spanish and be able, because they have similar sentence structure within all the languages, very similar sentence structure. They just have different syntax, and then you have stuff like possessive, past, present, future tense, that type of thing. So that's what we're going to go over, is like the past, present, future tense sentence structure. So that equivalent inside programming, so that all you have to do is insert the language that you want to learn, the programming language, and you're already set. You already know the theory behind it. And I'm not going to go into like how the computer reads it or anything like that. I'm only going to go into stuff that really matters on if you want to learn programming. All right, so also I wanted to get into this here. This is the new thing I'm working on. It's called www.legittechacademy.com, and this is going to be a expansion on LegitTechTutorials, where basically I'm going to have an extension on the course with updates and stuff like that. So the videos will be in each of these courses, and then there will be a lesson, right? So I'm going to have a video explaining exactly what's going to be going on here, but this is going to cost you money. So it would be like, I'm thinking like $5. I don't know exactly what I'm going to have it as, and it will have stuff like extra work, quizzes. It's basically going to have anything that you need to expand your knowledge, and I'll have all the code on there, and I'll have all of the files on there, so that you could kind of not have to copy with me on the videos and just run. And then I'll also have like I said, the video embedded from LegitTechTutorials, the YouTube, and I'll have a breakdown of the code and this and that, and as well as I might be working on textbooks for these, where it's like frame by frame of the video explaining really, really in depth. So I'm going to have another video of this explaining what this online learning academy is going to be like, and how I'm going to set it up when we get closer to launching our first course. Alright, so yeah, so subscribe for this new series here. It's going to be very, very entertaining. I'm going to try to make it as visual as possible so people that are visual learners or audio learners could be able to, or both, or a combination of both, will be able to get as much out of it as possible so that I have something for everybody for all their different learning styles. And I'll try to use also references to something kind of like code.org, jump on there, Wikipedia for definitions, things like that, as well as drawing on like Photoshop, Khan Academy style, to have that. So I'm going to get the rest of this series put together and figure out how exactly I'm going to structure it, and then I'll start putting out videos. So this one, I'm going to be mainly focused on this and HTML. Of course, going through this, you're not really going to learn, web design, because web design doesn't really, markup languages don't really follow programming languages, so those are different. But anything that you find under like this type of thing, anything you find under the programming will be what you could pick up on through this web series. If this didn't really make any sense to you, this opening video, just continue going through it, and it'll start to make more sense as I start explaining to you the topics and the lessons that we're going to be going over. Alright, so this has been Steven from LegitTechTutorials. I'd like to thank you for watching the announcement video to my new series. Not exactly sure what the name of the series is going to be yet, but definitely stay tuned. This is the one to watch. I would do this. I would watch this one before you do any of the programming languages, and if you want to do HTML, then I guess you could just skip past this one. Alright, so yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe for more videos like it in this series and other series. And if you have any questions or anything you want to add, you go ahead and email me at LegitTechTutorials@gmail.com. And I look forward to setting up the Legit Tech Academy and for continuing the videos on this, so we can continue on the theory, and so you can know the basics of programming before you learn a language. Alright, I'd like to thank you for watching, and have a good day. Take it easy.